Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever it is that you're watching me from and whatever time it is that you're watching me at. My name is Margaret Baki, and in today's video, I am going to show you on how I make a quick beef pilau. Pilau is one of the dishes that I know that has a lot of recipes, a lot of different ways of making it, a lot of some very easy and some very complicated ways of making. But today I'm going to show you on how to make a quick beef pilau that will take you around 15 to 20 minutes on from beginning to the end until you're done, and is as tasty as the rest. No compromising. So join me in the kitchen and let's go cook. Okay, I'm going to start by boiling my beef, and instead of putting the beef in the water, I'm going to first put the beef in the sufuria, let it drain the water from the beef using adding ginger and garlic, and then add a little water so that it can boil. And once it's boiled, I will preserve the broth for use later. I don't put water directly on the raw beef. You will drain first the water and then add water later. So I'm going to also put a pot on fire, add some oil, and then add some. When you wait for the oil to heat, you need the oil to be as hot as possible so that you can put your onions inside, and the onions should cook until they are golden, totally golden. So I'm going to give some few minutes to this onion. When I make my pilau with beef that is not with the onion that is not totally brown, sometimes I can feel the taste of the onion, raw onion, and I want it to be not burnt but brown. So you're going to cook it until it's browns, and as you can see, it's starting to turn. Yeah, it's starting to turn the color, so I'm going to wait to cook it a little bit further until it's browns, all of it. And then after it browns vizuri, I'm going to add my beef in, but we wait for it to cook. As you can see, it's cooking, and let it continue cooking. As you can see, it has started turning brown. Yeah, and I'm going to wait for it to turn the whole of it, all of it. I'm going to give it a little longer. Yeah, it's already browning, so I'm going to, as you can see, it already has turned, so I'm going to add my beef inside. Oh yes, and I had not drained it from the water, so remember the beef already had boiled it with ginger and garlic. At this point you can add ginger garlic paste or ginger garlic if you have it, if you wish to add it, but I had put enough in the beef as I was boiling it, so I'm not going to add any more. So I'll wait for the meat to brown. As you can see, the beef is already cooked, so I will wait for it to brown. So you cook until the beef is already browning. This may take a little bit time, but you're waiting for it to be brown, and if it's even possible, a bit crispy. So you wait until the beef turns brown. And you can see it's cooking and it's starting to turn. Yeah, it's coming out well. Yes, as you can see, the beef is cooking. And anyway, sometimes I would not even boil. I will show you another recipe where I don't boil the beef. I just put it directly. At this point, I'm going to add my pilau masala. You use two tablespoons per kg of rice. That's how I measure my masala. But this then will be depend on which masala you're using. But I use 2 tablespoons per 1 kg of rice. This time I was making about 3/4 of a kg. Yes, I do have a big family. So and you can see the beef is already browning. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Yes, you can see the beef looks well. Actually, you can see that the tablespoon is not as full as it should be, but this also goes with preference, because some masalas can. Oh, okay, I do have a pre-washed rice. I washed it and wait for it to let it sit down kidogo. So I'm going to turn until all the oils in this pot are going to be absorbed by the rice. So you're going to keep turning until the rice itself becomes crispy. This helps to make the rice cook single at a time. It doesn't mash up. So I'm going to turn and make sure that the rice is fried until a bit crispy on the ends. And as you can see, it's cooking well. So I'm going to turn until it's crispy well. When it's crispy, you're going to add your broth, your beef broth. You'll add according to how much your rice is. If the beef broth is not enough, you're going to add a little water. So, and then reduce your heat and cover and wait for your rice to cook. So give it time, keep checking. You give the rice time and keep checking. And as you can see, it's cooking well. So I'm waiting for the water to drain completely. This is one of the easiest way I make one of the easiest. No complications. Yes, I'm a baker, so that's also how I check on the waters. If I dip a spoon and see that it's not coming out dry, I know that the rice is still wet. So you wait for it to dry, and once it's cooked, you will know. As you can see now, if you froth it out, it's cooked. There's no more water. So you plate your food and you're ready to go. As you can see, it's now very well cooked, and it has cooked without mashing or without sticking together. So I needed to plate. As you can see now, the rice is well cooked. Yes, at this point I've already turned off the heat, and you can see your pilau. Very easy and convenient way to make pilau. Easy, quick, 15 minutes and you're ready to go. 15 to 20 minutes at most, and you're ready to go. You are ready to have your meal. This is the easiest. I'm going to show you very soon the most complicated way of making pilau that I know of, which has a lot of different steps. And yes, I plated with kachumbali and some avocado, and voila, that was my meal for that night. Thank you so much for watching. That is how I prepared my beautiful pilau. Easy, beautiful beef pilau. And as you can see, it was very, very nice. Taste excellent. So this was a perfect, easy and quick pilau. Enjoy, and please subscribe, share and leave a comment. If you have not subscribed already, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. Thank you so much. And of course, we are going to be eating this with a drink of your choice. And as you can see, the rice is not dry, so it's still moist, flavorful and beautiful. Thank you so much for being there. Please leave a comment, share and like. Goodbye.